It's known as the K Street Corridor, the natural habitat of lobbyists, who, next to politicians, are the closest thing Washington has to a local industry.
And I am the lobbyist.
As the government grows, so has the army of lobbyists. Every business, every special interest, even most foreign governments now hire them. It's a multi-billion-dollar enterprise based on access to power.
The lobbying culture is about influence. It's about convincing a member of Congress to do what you want them to do. It's about representing an industry. I think lobbying at its heart is an honorable industry.
Tell that to Jack Abramoff, who called himself a lobbyist, but he admits he bribed members of Congress, sending them to exclusive golf resorts, the Super Bowl, and fancy restaurants.
I think, the notions of buying people dinners and taking them on trips is all going to go out the window.
So, people are not going to want to be seen with you?
For a while. I think it's going to, I think a lobbyist is going to have to find a dog for a friend, as the old saying goes, for the next several months.
But is Abramoff an exception? Or is he just a lobbyist who figured out a way to game the system and then got caught? Members of Congress are always being entertained by lobbyists, true?
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about a golf trip worth $50,000 in one case and $100,000 in another. Those are large numbers. Even in 2005, those are large numbers.
The lobbying culture mixes money and power, and that can be dangerous. Whether it's trying to influence a vote, a piece of legislation, or a sentence in the congressional record. Just a favor for a generous lobbyist that no one back home will see.
You can get an impression in Washington that you're bulletproof and that the normal rules don't apply to you.
Still have a number of
Senators Byron Dorgan and Kent Conrad have a lot in common. They're both from North Dakota. Both of their wives got jobs as big-time lobbyists, and both have taken positions on issues that benefited their wives' clients. As long as they follow the rules, it's perfectly legal, but critics say that doesn't make it right. A CBS News investigation has identified 19 federal lobbyists closely related to members of Congress: dads, wives, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, in-laws, and more. There are some restrictions. For example, lobbyists can't lobby their own husband or wife in Congress or their staff. But watchdog Craig Holman says everyone knows where their bread is buttered.
That we're allowing family members of senators and congressmen to be employed, at very lucrative salaries by the same corporations that have business pending before Congress is just an obvious conflict of interest that should not be allowed.
Holman says there's a reason why companies hire family members of Congress to lobby in directly related fields. Mark Pryor and Daniel Inouye are on a Senate Technology and Communications Committee. Their relatives lobby for Microsoft, Verizon, and Motorola. Corinne Brown is on the Coast Guard Committee. Her daughter lobbies for a company that sells Coast Guard products. Bill Young, the Defense Spending Committee. His daughter-in-law lobbies for defense contractors. Dorgan, Brown, and Pryor didn't respond to our questions. The others say they follow or surpass all rules. For example, Senator Conrad's wife gave up a client during the health care debate to avoid even the appearance of a conflict. When it comes to family ties, it's hard to beat the railroads. Bill Lipinski and Bud Schuster used to be lead congressmen on railroad committees. They left, their sons were elected, and now they are on the Railroads Committee. Today, the dads lobby for railroads. So do the father and brother of a top staffer on the Railroads Committee.
I'm actually the one with the engineering background.
Congressman Lipinski told us his dad doesn't lobby him or need the family connections.
Mr. Schuster.
Congressman Schuster didn't respond to us.
These companies are finding ways to throw money at the feet of the members of Congress, and you do it through the family members.
The members of Congress would likely disagree. They insist no matter who's in the family, even a lobbyist, they can keep it separate from the nation's business. Cheryl Atkinson, CBS News, Washington.